Imagine being a professional football player and being red-carded not for a foul but for a sexist remark. That's exactly what happened on the pitch one fateful day. A Turkish player, Karim Demirbay, found himself in hot water, but not for a reckless tackle or a deliberate handball. Instead, his words were his downfall. During the heat of the match, Demirbay turned to the referee, a woman hailing from Germany, and told her, "You should stick to the kitchen." An affront not just to the referee, but to every woman who's ever stepped foot on a football field. The referee wasted no time in issuing a straight red card. Dismissed from the game, Demirbay's comment was noted in her match report, flagging a transgression that transcended the boundaries of the football field. And you might think that was the end of it, but oh no, FIFA had a unique punishment in store for him. So, what happened next? FIFA didn't just sit back and ignore this incident. The World Football governing bodies stood up and made an example that sent shockwaves through the sport. They issued a 5-match suspension to Demirbay, a punishment typically reserved for serious on-field offences. But they didn't stop there. They took a step further, a step that hasn't been taken before, a step that shook the foundations of traditional penalties. They required Demirbay to officiate a women's football match. Yes, you heard it right. The player who thought women should stick to the kitchen was now going to be in the centre of a women's game, making calls, making decisions. This unusual punishment was a clear message from FIFA. It was a reminder that respect for all, regardless of gender, is fundamental in football and in life. It was a bold statement that sexism has no place in the beautiful game, a 5-match suspension and a day in the referee's shoes, but was that enough? Now this brings us to the big question. Was the punishment enough, or should it have been more severe? There are varying viewpoints to consider here. On one hand, some might argue that the punishment was adequate. A 5-match suspension and a mandatory stint as a referee in a women's football match sends a clear message, doesn't it? It's a clear stand against sexism in sports and a reminder that respect should be given to all, irrespective of gender. Yet on the other hand, there are those who believe that the punishment did not go far enough. They argue that a mere 5-match suspension is a drop in the ocean in a player's career and does not adequately address the underlying issue, the persistent sexism in sports. They believe that the punishment should include more significant consequences to truly make a difference. That's the story, folks. But what do you think? Should the punishment have been more severe? Or was it just right? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay updated with more intriguing stories from around the world.